Hey, what's happening? What's happening, everybody? What's happening? How you doing? This is that boy Rick Titus with Exquisite Podcast. Exquisite Podcast. Listen. I don't know where you're watching this video at. I don't know where you're looking at this video at. You might be looking at this video at on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. I don't know where you're sharing this video at, but do me a favor: like, share, subscribe, and comment. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, family. We'll be right back. Yeah, thank you. Subscribe, kick those doggone thumbs up on YouTube, kick those doggone thumbs up. I definitely appreciate it. Look at donations are accepted. We want to help keep this, you want to help keep this YouTube channel up and running. Donations are accepted. Let me look in that donation box. The donation box today is coming from Lynchburg, South Carolina. We got some people that's donated from Columbia, South Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Rochester, New York. I greatly appreciate it. Definitely appreciate the donations. All donations are accepted. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. And listen, guys, listen. This is the deal. We want to make sure that everybody support a Black-owned business. Everybody support a Black-owned business out here. I want to make sure that everybody supported Black-owned business out here. Let's get with it. Let's get it in. And I want to thank everybody. For chiming in, getting in, coming on in to see what we want to talk about, see what we got to offer to the people out here, see what we got to offer everybody. Look, welcome to Exquisite Podcast. Welcome to Exquisite Podcast. I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you. Listen, folks, listen. We got a podcast we can scream. We can scream your podcast in the US of A and international. You can book your session. Book your session at Exquisite Podcast on Facebook. That's our Facebook group. Book your session on Exquisite Podcast on Facebook. That is our Facebook group where you can book your appointments if you want to get your podcast screened. We just got a customer out in Columbia, South Carolina this morning. Columbia, South Carolina, we'll be doing the screaming. We'll be screaming that ministry. We can scream your ministry if you want to touch somebody. If you got something that you want to say, we can get your ministry screaming. We can scream your ministry. We can get your podcast and your ministry monetized. We can monetize that. Now, some people have been asking me, what can I talk about on my podcast? Your podcast can be talked about on anything. Trust me. Your podcast can be about anything that you want to talk about. Just think about that, folks. Think about it. So the deal is this. This is the deal. The deal is you can talk about entertainment. You can talk about sports. You can talk about family talk. You can talk about a book that you're author of. You can talk about education. You can talk about religion. You can talk about news. You can talk about politics. You can talk about health and wellness. There's a lot of other things that you can probably talk about. And listen, you fraternities and sororities out here, y'all might need to touch bases with that boy Rick Titus with Exquisite Podcast. Come on and talk to me. Now listen, every Saturday, bring your kids out to Exquisite Podcast. Every Saturday, bring your kids out to Exquisite Podcast so they can have fun, so they can release that stress that they have on them. And it's $5 per child. $5 per child per hour. I'm going to get into some things that we need to talk about that Exquisite Podcast do. We take passport pictures. We do passport pictures at Exquisite Podcast. So if you want to take a passport picture, you're trying to go out of town or go out of the country, come and see us at Exquisite Podcast. Talk to that boy Rick Titus. Bounce with us. Listen, if you book your appointment downtown, it's going to cost you a lot of money. You might end up getting a ticket. You might end up paying a garage fee. And then check this out. When you go down and get your passport picture done, the photographer might not be there. So that's what I'm talking about. You got to support a Black-owned business. Come on, keep us alive. Keep us alive. We got unity in our lineages. In our lineages, we got unity here. Support us. Listen, we are located at the St. Charles Town Center Mall in Waldorf, Maryland, right around the corner from JCPenney. St. Charles Town Center Mall, right around the corner from JCPenney. We got an 8,000 square foot facility. Come and check us out. Come and see us. Exquisite Podcast. Come and do some business with us. Come do business with us. Like I said, if you got a podcast out there, or you're thinking about doing a podcast, come and talk to us so we can get the particulars together. So people can hear you. So people can hear you and see you. If you got a ministry out there and you want to touch somebody, you got some good material out there. Somebody out there might be needing to hear your ministry. Somebody out there might need your help. Somebody out there might need for you to touch them. Talk to that boy. Talk to that boy, Rick Titus. We're going to go ahead and get this thing popping. We're going to get it popping in Maryland. We're going to get this thing popping. Now, listen, I don't know if you guys seen this or heard this. Listen, your podcast you don't have to do your podcast in the studio. You can do your podcast anywhere in the US of A and international. You can do your ministry anywhere and internationally. All you got to do is just get in touch with that boy. Get in touch with that boy, Rick Titus. Get in touch with that boy, Rick Titus, if you want to get that podcast done with the Exquisite Podcast. You want to get that ministry popping. You want to get that ministry popping. Get in touch with me. Get in touch with that boy, Rick Titus. Click the link in the description. Click the doggone link in the description. And like I said, go to our Facebook group, Exquisite Podcast, and you're going to see a tab, book your appointment, book your appointment, book your appointment now. And listen, we got limited spaces available. We do birthday parties. We do graduation parties. We do family dinners. If you want to book one of those events, book that event. Book your event today. Book your event right now. Stop procrastinating. We take excellent photos. If you want a photo done of you, your mother, your uncle, your sister, your nieces, your nephew, that wife and husband, the kids. The kids love pictures. They love taking those pictures. And listen, when you bring your kids out every Saturday, we got a gumball machine in there. We got a claw machine in there. We got race cars in there. We got that jumper, I think it's a jumping balloon in the back where you can bounce up and down. We got a sliding board in there. We got all kind of games in there for the kids. Let the kids come on out and enjoy themselves every Saturday. We're located at St. Charles Town Center Mall in Waldorf, Maryland. Everybody in the DMV knows where Waldorf, Maryland is located at. Listen, we need your business. We need your business. $5 per child. $5 per child per hour. Understand that. Come and see us. Come and bounce with us. And now if you're looking for that podcast, you're looking for that great podcast, come and see us. If you're looking for that ministry that you want us to scream, you want us to scream that podcast, you want us to scream that ministry, get in touch with that boy, your boy, Rick Titus at Exquisite Podcast. Exquisite Podcast. Come and see me. Come and see me, family. Come and see me. And listen. This is that boy, Rick Titus. I'll see you on another video. Who said it couldn't be done?